European Street Cafe is the first multi-location restaurant to get on board with the Blue Zones. And so today I have my very dear friend Andy Zarka. He is the owner of European Street Cafe. And then we also have Carla Riddick from Blue Zones. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the first things first, like what are Blue Zones?
So Blue Zones, our founder Dan Buettner, he's a National Geographic scholar. Him and a couple of other explorers went around to find places where people were living up to over 100 at the highest concentrations.
Interesting.
So he was able to find Blue Zones area, just to name a few: Okinawa, Japan, Loma Linda, California. And in those areas, again, people were living to be centurions. So he was able to reverse engineer some of the characteristics, which we call our Power 9.
That's
and
interesting.
we're able to bring them back into the States. So
That is really, really cool. Okay, so real quick, Andy, like what they find? Like what makes people live longer?
yeah, so just to name a few, like I said, our Power 9s are like kind of like principles we go about. So one would be eating wisely. So we saw that people that were living to be 100, they typically had a plant-based diet.
Gotcha.
Wine at 5, my personal favorite. Just being able to, people in Icaria, Greece, I believe, they were able to have 5 ounces of red wine with their meal at dinner. And they did this not to just, drink red wine,
Sure.
but ultimately just kind of be around loved ones, which takes me to our next one, which is also my personal favorite, loved ones first. So being able to have that group of people, whether that be friends, family, co-workers, having that group of people to just like kind of celebrate and live life with. So those were just a few to name.
That's cool. I love that a lot. All right, Andy. So what's European Street's role here? What are we doing with Blue Zones?
Well, so that sense of community is something that I've been thinking about in its relationship to food. Tribe Called Quest, in one of their songs says, "When we're hungry, we all eat the same food." And,
Right.
and European Street's done that for over 40 years now. And so a lot of the things on our menu that's huge tie into these Blue Zones concepts with whole grains and vegetables and legumes, things that you can easily access through our menu to eat healthier and kind of follow in with these Blue Zones concepts. So
Very
I
cool.
thought it was a natural tie-in.
Yeah, that's really good. And so, does your partnership extend beyond the menu?
Well, we've done some things, internally that help, foster those tenets. We've taken salt off the table. We don't need to be adding salt to the
I didn't
things
even
that we
notice
do.
that. I don't really put a lot of salt on my food. I didn't even notice they were gone. That's cool.
And I think a lot of people just, you just put it on there because it's there.
You're
we
right.
take that off. Extra sugar, we take that off the table. Just little things that can help people be healthier.
And they really add up, like each one of those
Without a
little
doubt,
things.
yes.
Yeah. All right, so let's highlight some of these Blue Zone dishes. What do we have
All
here?
right, so some of the Blue Zone menu items, inspired items that we have on the menu are the Middle Eastern wrap. It's a whole grain wrap with falafel, tabbouleh, and hummus, served with a side of grapes.
See that, Andy?
Yeah, don't eat the toothpick.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you. And then
Oh, I love that.
it's fantastic,
That's
right?
really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. It's all over.
A little
That's
messy,
really
a little messy. And then on the appetizer section, we've got a hummus deluxe. Again, features our hummus, muffaletta mix, an olive tapenade, lots of fresh veggies. Those tomatoes came from the farmer's market this morning. So, just super, hyper fresh, hyper clean, with great pita locally made here from Village Bread. Love
Wow.
their pita.
So you got these kind. Let me hold these up for everybody to see.
And then the last dish is it's cashew cheese and a flax cracker snack. So it's gluten free. It's made with nuts. But it's got the consistency of a cheese spread, the flavor of a cheese spread.
Yeah.
It's wonderful stuff.
East Street's always been my jam, Andy. You know that. I've been there all the time. So I really do appreciate you coming by and sharing this all stuff with us. Really. So tell everybody where they can find you or what your locations are.
So we've got 3 locations around town. We're in Riverside, we're in San Marco, and we're out at Jack's Beach, open 7 days a week.
That's very cool. Thank you, Andy, so much. And Carl, I
Thank you.
really appreciate you
Thank
coming in
you.
today. Thank you so very much. This is fantastic. Blue
Thanks for
Zones
having
are
us.
something to look up, guys. Check it out.